All right, so the bulk of this PSA submission is awesome. I got 38 out of my 40 rip cards graded. One of them, if you watch my previous video, for some reason was not graded. I'm super incredibly frustrated. If you didn't watch that video, if you can please give me some insight. My group subber did not give me any insight or find out from PSA, so I'm frustrated with that for sure. But the cards that I did get back were awesome. So not only did I have 38 out of the 40 cards graded as part of my rip card set, I also have a bunch of other big ones, including a Patrick Mahomes 1/1 rookie that got slabbed also. So I'm really thrilled about that. Overall in this return, there's over 30 pop ones. So this is overall a fantastic order, and despite being frustrated with a couple situations, it is a great order. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go ahead and go through the set. So if you're familiar with 07-08 Topps basketball rip cards, they came one per case. I think the cases were 15 or 20 boxes per case. You got one of these. They're numbered to 99. They're super rare. They come out of the packs most often looking rough. They're not typically going to grade very high. 28 of these are pop ones. So I have the only one that's ever been graded. And they graded about where I expected, maybe a touch lower overall. But I'm going to go ahead and show you those first, and then we're going to get into those other singles. Overall, very happy with the results of this order, with a couple of exceptions that were in my previous video. So hope you enjoy the return. All right, let's get the ball rolling with the set. First one, LeBron, Melo, and Wade, graded a 5. Again, these come out of the pack in rough shape more often than not. I think the highest grade rip card from this set I've ever seen was an 8. They're very hard to find, but thrilled about having a 5 just because I wanted it slabbed for my collection. Again, they come out of there, look at really OC on the back and stuff. Super, super cool card though. So I'm gonna kind of go through this first stack relatively quickly. Show you the grades. Another 5 here, Kobe on that one. Nash, Maravich, Kidd, point guard trios. So you'll see most of these are 5s. The big men. Like I said before, all of these are numbered to 99 on the back. They're all unripped. Dirk, KG, and Brand. Patterned after the Larry Bird, Magic Johnson rookie. Similar style. Bosch, Stoudemire, and O'Neal. This is one of my favorites. Bill Russell, Shaq, and Chamberlain. So pumped to own this set. It's just, there's so many iconic combinations, and these cards are so impossible to find. So there's gonna be a couple missing because PSA, for no reason, didn't grade one of them, and the other one was ripped. So I'll give them a pass on that one. Not giving them a pass for not grading one of those though. Not happy with that. You could probably tell. The point guard trio. These cards are so cool. This one got a 4, even lower. But of course, still unripped. I didn't go into this hoping for super high. I mean, I guess you're always hoping for higher grades. I didn't go into this expecting high grades though. I'm well aware that these cards, they do not look great out of the pack. They can be pretty rough. That's a nice trio there too. I want to say the last one like this, raw, I want to say sold for like $600 or $800. If you're not familiar with this set, it's actually a pretty high-end set. Some of the cards actually go for a lot of money, if you can find them. I would pay a lot of money for the Yao Ming, David Robinson, and Bill Walton if I could find it. Unfortunately, I can't find it. They put all of these in the thicker holders too. They are a little bit thicker cards. It's a cool combo here too. Shaq, Rodman, and Malone. What could have been with Grant Hill if he didn't have all those injuries. He was a great player. Great player with the Pistons. Hurt a lot with Orlando. Struggled with a lot of injuries. Cool combo here. Speaking of injuries, CP3 he seems to get hurt a lot, especially when it's playoff time. It's always been unfortunate. Another cool combo with Kobe. Scratches on a couple of these. They're right out of the box. I haven't really handled them at all, besides just showing them to you now. Here's another 4. I'm gonna get these in sleeves. I don't think that they're gonna fit the PSA perfect fit sleeves. I think I'm gonna have to use something a little thicker because the slabs are thicker. They usually split at the seams. This is a really cool combo. Rest in peace to Mutombo too. That was really sad. I saw that he passed away recently. Cool combo of defensive players there. Okay, we got one more stack of the set here. This set is something. Coolest set I've ever put together. It was a challenge and remains so. Still looking for one unripped card. And apparently I have to get a one card that hasn't been ripped graded by another company because PSA won't grade it, nor will they tell me why they won't grade it. So, a little frustrating. There's Pete Maravich in that Jazz trio there. Really cool combo here. Dr. J, LeBron, and Dominique. Another 4. That's a pretty high dollar card too, several $100. Any of these that have Kobe or LeBron, they're pretty expensive. Some of these can go for less. I mean, you might be able to find some of them for $100. You know, $100, maybe $200 is another 4. Card looks pretty good actually. A lot of these cards do have surface dents though, right out of the pack. So I'm not critical about how they graded these. Here's a 6. This card took me a long time to get. I had a ripped copy of this for a long time, and I finally found an unripped one. I had to pay up for this one. I paid $200 and some for this because you just can't find them. Another 6. Kind of cool to have Marbury on one of these too. He was a great player for a time. It's fun to watch. This is probably my favorite combo. LeBron, Shaq, and Kobe. It's either this one or the Russell, Shaq, Chamberlain. This is an expensive card. I want to say the last one went for between $800 and $1,000. This is an expensive one. Great combination. One of this, okay, so when you see this card, right? Graded a 5, it's Bibby and Smush Parker and Baron Davis. I mean, they're pretty good players. Smush Parker, kind of questionable. Bibby and Baron Davis were, though. But you look at this card and it's like, yeah, what's that card worth? 20 bucks? One just sold, I want to say a month or two ago. I almost bought it, but I was like, no, I'm gonna let somebody else get it if they want to try to put a set together. One of these just sold for 250 bucks. To kind of give you an idea about this set. This is not a low-end card. At least in my book. I don't think $250 is low end. Here's the last one. Look at the centering on that one, top to bottom. Oof, still got a 5. When I compare these, you know, I think 28 of them got 5s. This one does not look as good as the other ones, in my opinion, but got the same grade. But you know, it's kind of like, well, whatever. Doesn't really matter. The goal was to just get them all in slabs, so ultimately, honestly, who really cares what they grade? Not really that concerned. Okay. Now we do have some non-set cards. I've got a stack of them here. And if you are still watching, I appreciate it, and you are not going to be disappointed. Let's start off with a miss first, though, with that said. Maybe I overpromised, I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. This is a miss. This card got a 7. I don't know. There's no surface dents. It looks like it might be like, I think the phrase is like diamond cut on the top, maybe a little bit. Got a 7. I got nothing. So that's a bit of a miss. I threw it on eBay. It's still a pop. I think it's a pop 1 with 1 higher. It's still a really rare card. It's numbered to 35. It's hard to find. Lower end card here. Angel Reese, Bowman Gold Refractor in a 9. Cool shine on it. Number to 50 on the back. I listed a bunch of these on eBay. As soon as I opened them up, I did list a bunch of these. I'm like, well, some of the ones I'm okay with selling, I'll put on there. This is kind of a cool one. It's a Casey Mize Superfractor from Topps Chrome Sapphire. I've never owned a Superfractor. This is the first one. I traded for it. I put it in a trade night video a while back. I thought it was kind of cool. I threw it on eBay. If I end up keeping it, that's fine. It's my first Superfractor. He's a former #1 overall draft pick in the baseball draft. So, got a 9. All right, now we're gonna get into some higher end stuff. I bought this card for about $50 raw, and it's a beauty. Let me zoom out just a touch. This is a beauty. This is a 2021 Chronicles Steph Curry, but it's an Asia Lucky Envelopes. If you take a look at the numbering on this thing, there we go. You can just barely see it. You can kind of see it there. Focus camera. It's number 2 of 8, right down here. It's a super rare card. Again, I think I paid 50 bucks for it raw. I looked at it. It looked awesome. I sent it in, got a 10 right away. So that's a pop 1. Super rare card. I threw it on eBay. I'm okay with keeping it. I like Steph. This next card, I believe, is a pop 2, but there's none higher. It's a 2008 LeBron rip card, number 299. these have really dried out. And this one, I'm not surprised. Got a 5. It's got all kinds of condition issues on the back. Take a look at the corners, edges. Chunk out of there. That was barely hanging on, I think, when I sent it in. It's, if the 07, 08 ones came out of the pack rough, these came out super rough. And they got dark edges, so it's super easy to see the wear. However, this is a very, very rare card. Again, it's a pop 2 with none higher. So you look at it and you're just like, oh, a 5, that's a terrible card. Not really. My counter to that is, well, buy a 6. Buy a 6 to 10 because they don't exist. This is the best version of this card. So I think it's really cool. Again, I threw a lot of these on eBay. I don't anticipate selling a lot of them. If I get a good offer, I might sell a few, but I'm okay keeping them. Same set. Kobe in a 4. Number 99. I know what you're thinking. A 4? Really? Come on, dude. You're actually showing this on a card video. It's a PSA 4. This is a pop 1 with none higher. So again, my counter is, oh, do you think this card sucks? Buy one in a higher grade. Oh wait, you cannot. Because they're super rare. A lot of them got ripped. If you can find one, they're in rough shape. This one doesn't look quite as rough as the LeBron, but got a lower grade. But I'm not going to split hairs. I knew it was going to grade lower. I kind of thought these were going to get. Kind of thought that these were going to get 6s. So my eyebrows went up a little bit when they got a 4 and a 5. But it's pop 1. Iconic player, iconic pose. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with keeping that card actually too. Again, I threw some on eBay, but I don't. If I sell them, I sell them. If I don't, I don't. This next one, I don't remember. It's a pop 1, I think. Pop 1 or pop 2. It might be a pop 1. It's a 2022 Topps Rip card in a Riptide style of Otani. It's numbered to 40 down there. Super rare card. Graded a 10. And apparently these are hard to grade because I graded 2 of them. I thought they were both 9s and 10s, and this one did get a 10. The other one got a 7. So I don't know. Must have missed something. Cool card, though. At time of recording, I think the Dodgers are up 2 games to nothing. I think they're playing, though, today. I haven't turned the game on. I haven't had a lot of time yet since I've been home. Cool card, though. 2 cards left. Thanks for hanging with me here. This next card is a pop 5. I really like this card. It's a thick card. I had 2 copies of this, and my other one didn't look so great, so I'm like, I'm not going to send that in. It had a surface dent. This one looked pretty clean, and I thought I had a pretty good chance to grade high, and boy, did it ever. This is a second year, 2018 Immaculate Collection, Patrick Mahomes. It is numbered to 99 right here. This is a pop 5. This is a really hard card to get in a high grade because it has this, it's got this gold foil on it. And to boot, it's a thick card. And you know how hard they are how hard it is to grade thick cards. I'm super thrilled with this one. This is another one I threw on the bay, but if I don't get a good offer for it, I'd kind of like to keep this card. But super pumped about that one. And the final card, arguably the most valuable in this entire submission, I would guess. I got a brief story about this one too. I want to tell you, but I want to show it to you first. This is a big one. This is a Patrick Mahomes rookie year printing plate. So they released these plates in 2018 Panini Plates and Patches, but it's a printing plate from 2017 limited, and it's the variation cyan printing plate. So this plate is actually from his rookie year, and it was put into a 2018 product. So this is a 101. Now, obviously, there's, one of these for each of the colors. So if you're not super familiar with that, it's like cyan, magenta. I'm forgetting the other 2 colors. Cyan, magenta. black and yellow, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think those are the 4 colors. I liked this one for a couple reasons. So I like the fact that you can see Mahomes really well on this. I do like that. He shows up really well. The front of the card actually looks like it's in great shape. The back, you know, it's a printing plate. The back's got a long, big scratch back here and stuff from being used to make a card. But I really like the front of this. So if you may have seen this on a previous video, if you've been watching my videos, I bought this for around 600 bucks, and it was in an HGA slab with no grade on it. Just plain Jane HGA slab. I brought this to the National and had it cracked. I paid 10 bucks or whatever to have it cracked. I had it cracked and sent to PSA. I thought I requested a numerical grade, but I can't remember. Anyways, they slabbed it authentic. It's not altered or anything like that. It's just authentic. My group subber said that they do that with a lot of printing plates nowadays. They don't give them a numerical grade. They just slab them authentic and put the 101 on there. I'm pumped. It doesn't matter to me whether it gets a number or not, because I know that this is a legit 1-of-1 rookie. When it was still in the HGA slab, I want to tell you this story real quick, then we'll close it up. I went to the Lansing card show that was just before the National. And I had my little roll cart with me, and there was a dealer just like, hey, you got anything you want to trade or sell? It's like, yeah, you can take a look. And this card was in there. And I was not planning on trading or selling it. And he's like, oh, what are you thinking on this? I'm like, oh, it's probably worth around $2,000, blah, blah, blah. And the guy, and this is a true story, the guy told me that 1-of-1 Patrick Mahomes rookies are, quote unquote, really hard to move. I didn't laugh to the point of being rude, but I did laugh, or at least smiled, because I'm like, yeah, I don't think Patrick Mahomes 1-of-1 rookies are ever hard to move. So meanwhile, there was one similar to this that sold between the National now Raw, and I think it sold for like $1,500. So I wasn't far off by saying $2,000. To me, this is a $2,000 card. But I'm not looking to sell it. This one's not going to hit eBay. I'm afraid that if I put it on there, somebody will buy it. And I like the card, and I really like Mahomes. But I thought it was so funny that this guy was trying to tell me that 1-of-1 Mahomes rookies are hard to move. Right. Okay. So that's my return. Hope you enjoyed these couple videos. If you can consider leaving a comment, that would be great. Specifically, have you been waiting a long time for your returns? Like I said, this one took over 3 months. I thought that was a long time. Have you had any issues? If you haven't watched my previous video, if you wouldn't mind giving that a look, have you had any issues with PSA refusing to grade certain cards and not giving you a reason? I'd like to get some feedback on that. And again, thanks for watching my video, and we'll catch you in the next one.